This parent workshop is based around the prime areas of learning. I will focus on what these are and how you can help to support these at home. This workshop also aims to help you understand a little bit more about your child's development at the age that they are now and what you can do to help support this to ensure your child is ready for F2 next September. You will also learn and understand what we do in the nursery setting to support the children in their prime areas. As you may or may not be aware, there are 7 areas of learning in the early years curriculum. These are demonstrated in this table. It is really important that the children mostly develop in the 3 prime areas before they really start focusing on the 4 specific areas. The prime areas are basically the foundation of all children's learning and development. This diagram demonstrates this point exactly. In order for the flower to flourish and grow, it needs the 3 main ingredients to make this happen. In terms of child development, the 3 main ingredients are the 3 prime areas of learning. These need to be supported well before the child can truly develop and learn in the 4 remaining areas. So, what do these prime areas actually mean? Here is a breakdown of each one. They are split into subcategories. Let's explain these a little bit more. Personal, social and emotional development is about how your child is confident and self-assured, manages their feelings and behaviour, makes friends and shares and takes turns. In the nursery setting, there are many ways in which we help to support children's personal, social and emotional development. Some examples of this are ensuring the children have opportunities to join in, encouraging the children to talk about their feelings and the feelings of those around them, provide group activities for the children to participate with, support the children in new situations to help develop their confidence, and help children to recognise when their actions have hurt others. Here are a few examples of different activities you can do at home to support the children's personal, social and emotional development. You could share stories with your children about different feelings. You could do role-play scenarios with teddy bears or puppets. You could also play games that encourage cooperation between the child and one other person, like throwing a ball or turn-taking games. Moving on to the next prime area of learning, which is physical development. This area is about how your child moves and uses their gross motor skills, develops their fine motor skills, learns about healthy living, and manages their self-care independently. Here are some examples of the way in which we promote children's physical development in the nursery setting. We value the ways that children choose to move. We provide opportunities for the children to experiment with different ways of moving, for example, doing an obstacle course. We give children lots of opportunity to move freely between the indoors and the outdoors. We encourage children in their efforts to do up their buttons, pour their own drink, and manipulate objects in their play. There are lots of examples of activities you can do at home to help the children develop their physical development. These include cutting activities, any activities which encourage the use of the muscles in the hands, running games, climbing equipment at the park, allowing the children to manage risk but also use the equipment safely, dressing teddies or dollies, and even allowing them to help with cooking and baking and preparing food in the kitchen. The final prime area of learning is communication and language. This area is about how your child listens and pays attention, understands what's being said, communicates with others, and develops vocabulary and speech. It's very important to note that all children are at very different stages with their communication and language, so please take note of where your child is developing at this moment in time and support them in that area. Here are lots of examples of ways in which we promote children's communication and language in the nursery setting. We share stories with them, we provide opportunities for the children to talk, we wait and allow the child time to talk and think about what they're going to say. We prompt children's thinking and discussion through involvement in their play. We use gesture to support language, and we also introduce the children to new words every day. Here you will find examples of activities you can do at home to support children's communication and language. These are things such as sharing stories with the children, singing nursery rhymes together, play such as role play to help you extend the children's language and introduce them to new words. Play alongside your child at their level to model language and do a running commentary of their play. Talk with children about what they see, hear, think and feel when you're out and about together. This documentation from the Department for Education is a really good way for you to see what you can expect your child to be doing at each age and stage of their development. As you can see here, the document breaks down each area of learning into the subcategories that I have explained. It sets out exactly what you can expect your child to be doing in each age bracket. But please remember, not all children develop at the same rate, so you might not see your child doing all these things yet, but it gives you a good idea. Another really useful part of this document is this page that you can see here. It gives you some really good ideas of how you can support your child at home in each area of their learning. Here are some thoughts for you to take away from this workshop today. My favourite one here is teaching young children to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. This is so important to remember when supporting children in the really early stages of their development. This will help them to grow and flourish into a confident and keen learner. If you're interested in finding out what your child gets up to each day in F1, then please do follow our Twitter page for regular updates on what the children get up to and learn about. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this parent workshop today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all about anything that you've seen or learned, then please do not hesitate to come and see me.